There we go. Back in action. I haven't streamed in a while, it's been working a lot. Let's see. I kinda wanna play that fantasy, Tower Fantasy. There's so much crap in this game. Let's see, Helldiver sucks ass. Diablo's again fucking pointless. It's too damn demonic. Oh man. It's fucking hot. We'll talk about some stuff. Like kill things. Life's been doing pretty good. Nothing's really been happening. I think my sister Mander hasn't been doing anything because she's. I guess I could call her an idiot. She doesn't know what she wants. After her little man toy, whatever the fuck it is, basically broke up with her. She's sitting there. She came on to me. She wanted to basically bang me, I guess, or whatever it was in that. And I guess she didn't think she was good enough. Stupid, huh? I always despise that a lot.
Watch it.
And then one day she was talking about that she wanted to. She's like, I'm rethinking my things and that, and like it's. I'm always like thinking about something. I'm like, what is wrong with people? I'm like, can't people just like be upfront? It's like, hey, you know, I don't like that. Even with older people, that like older like women, that like it's all the same bullshit. I called it out on it multiple times and that. And I'm just like, when women want to say that they're more mature than another woman, I beg to differ. I researched so much women's psychology in the last like multiple months of that, and like, it's always the same crap. They even want to believe in something that's not true. Fancy. It's called indoctrination. We women get indoctrinated by fantasy mode, Hollywood fantasy bullshit, and they act on that. But the biggest thing is it's a fucking lie. It's just a lie. You get lied to right in front of your fucking damn face, and most people can't understand that lie. And they get upset when the lie doesn't come true. They do, they get massively upset. And they wait, and they wait. It's like, not every woman's a princess, and not every woman is eligible to get the best man. So they try. They try really fucking hard. And then they want to complain about it when they can't get it. Like they almost say. It's always the same thing. Am I attractive enough? I'm this and I'm that. I'm this and that. I'm like, what does it have to do? Attraction is not always sexual. That's the biggest thing. People always want to make everything sexual nowadays. It's like, dude, it's not sexual. It never was sexual. Stop thinking it's sexual. Not even tell, women that think like that. Like, it's not. It's like you think that way is because you have horrible guidance and you don't understand what it is to be a woman. You complain about it all day long. So yesterday, she was complaining about her that she just started her period and that. Like, okay, I can understand that. It's like I get that. I can get that a lot. Shit happens and that. I completely understand. You're starting something that hurts and that's annoying. Okay. But they always say, well, men don't deal with that. I'm like, well, that's what men deal with. Men deal with you dealing with it. And so we're talking about something and she wanted to say, which is the most comical thing that, a lot of women like to say. It's like women deal with more than men. I said, how is that? And she just gave me that look like I already knew. I'm like, no, enlighten me what you deal with. You deal with emotional cycles, once a week, every month. Yeah. Okay. I can agree with that. That sucks, but who has to deal with you the whole entire time that you're dealing with that? The man does. Okay. So if I had to deal with your bullshit as much as you deal with my bullshit's easy to deal with. No, it is. You just be nice, be respectful, and understand that. It's pretty common. It's not that hard. Sweet bit of Kevlar here. Watch out, siren! Yeah! Ears ringing! My bloody ear! Literally! Man! Can't get through! Ring! Yeah! Damn it! Time of my bloody life! And that's what it's coming down to right now with the whole feminist thing. All the feminist stuff and that doesn't make any fucking sense. And they're all sitting there screaming and shouting, screaming, shouting, screaming. Now you got women going against it because they're like, I don't want all these rights. I want to be taken care of. Exactly. You want to be taken care of. People don't want to fucking work, more or less likely. Women don't want to work as much unless they get a job that makes outrageous amount of money and they sit on their ass doing the basic stuff. Like nursing or teaching, that's all nurturing stuff. They're not, becoming anything that's manly, which is not. They're not. And that's the reason why. These are just reasons. Get mad, don't care. I hear this stuff so much, and it's always like women have it worse than men. I said men get tormented when they're fucking born, and Jordan Peterson talked about this. He's a psychologist and that. Very heavy. He's like, women don't get tormented as much as men do. If men act feminine, they get fucking slapped and beat the fuck up. Because older men will look at them, you're being a bitch. You look at a woman being feminine, they treat it as it's something good. Yeah, because we don't want women to be masculine. It goes against their nature. But some women like to throw that shit around, and then they find out masculinity means what? Masculinity means less emotion and more logic. That's it. And I was, kind of mentioned that towards my assistant manager, Matt, and I told her, like, that's exactly what it is. You complain about all you want, but that is the honest truth. And then she got quiet. I'm like, that's the point. It's not about being right, it's about truthfulness. So if something's absolutely true and you know it's true, then maybe you should just realize that's the truth and just stop complaining. No man likes that. No man likes that shit. No man wants that shit because no, don't. That's why it's good to just not be so damn dominated. Stop dom. Stop the dom shit as a woman. It doesn't do anything. It just makes things worse, and you still complain about it, and there's always something. It's like, dude, that's absolutely fucking pointless. This is why there's always so many man problems. And people complain about all the damn time. It's like, dude. But yeah, it becomes like obnoxious. That's none of these men, none of these women have boyfriends, and I'm a fucking married. You're not married because no one wants to deal with the fucking bullshit. And if you do get married, you get married to a fucking simp ass bitch that wants to sit there and idolize you, and you're like, yeah, he's submitted to you, not the other way around. Man, do never submit to a woman, because that woman will cheat on you, 100%. And that's what happens a lot. And people complain about it. It ain't my fault. You guys play that game and make the fucking rules up. We're just trying to follow what we're trying to do as men, but most men can't get that because they're fucking retarded. That's cool. Shit happens. I was submissive when I was younger. Now I'm dom and I dominate. I don't give in to women's bullshit. They get mad at me. I just tell them to fuck off. Like, hey, you know what? I'm not dealing with the bullshit. You can go ahead and cry. Other man will soak up your tears. You know, I'm not here to worship you. That's what it always is. It's, and people get mad about it too. It's like there's the one girl that was working for me. Or with me. But anyway, so as my assistant manager finally stopped talking that, and she was just like, finally realized that it was just stupid to say what she said. I started caring about her. I started, she wanted to leave early now. Like, okay, it was like 5:30 now. It was getting close to 6. She wanted to leave at 6. Like, okay. I didn't think about it. And I said, why don't you just stay because you need the money? Put up a logic thing. Stay because you need the money. You say, well, women work just hard to you. It's like 3 or 4 times out of the week you're not working, if not more. If you take a whole week off, just say you lose a whole week of pay. That's like $400 or $500 that you could do because your emotions are high and you're upset. Mm-hmm. Cool. So I was saying that women should just get paid just because they're women. That's why there's OnlyFans. That's why there's YouTube. That's why there's social media. And most of these women on social media, for the most part, are just draggers. So the biggest thing about draggers, and I call them draggers, they're emotional draggers. They drag other people down to their level. And all single women know this. Women that are single don't hang out with women in relationships or marriages because they're single. They want that person to be single. It's like I want. It's the old saying, like, a girl that's a whore wants other girls to be whores just like her. Because they feel neglected. Because they don't want to be in relationships. They don't want to have marriage. Why? They're not raised in marriages to begin with. That's what it is. True love shall not matter about what happens. So if I idealistic fall in love with a woman that people normally get divorced because of sexual stuff or money. It's always either greediness or lust. They're two main sins that people tend to divorce over. It's either weakness of a man or weakness of a woman or both. Normally it's both. So, okay. The one I'm working with now, she was married. She lost and cheated. And then she got her divorce. And I asked her, like, well, why'd you do all that? Blamed it all on the man. Said, well, he neglected me. Did this, and I'm like, why do you marry someone just for the sex? Like, well, no, I didn't marry that person for that. That's what I was getting at. That's what she was getting at with me. It's like, okay, I'm asking these questions that this is a scenario. I might ask her all these questions, but I asked her enough of them to be like, okay, that's kind of was. Because she was being two different people at once. She was being the person that wanted to lift weights, and that's what she wanted to be physically fit. I think she wanted to be physically fit. But she married a stoner. She married a stoner, a video game player. Some dude was just dorky as fuck. He had a good job in that. He had money in that. He was doing good for himself. But the other guy, that she was doing something with was doped out. A lot of pain medication on steroids and that all fucking, he was jacked and that. And she was just like, oh, wow, that's my fancy guy. And I was like, but you're married. So what, he want to lift weights with me. Basically what it was. Okay. But you're married. Do not get married unless you understand the complexities of the rules of marriage. And when they say until death we part, it's talking about you can't part until death. That guiltiness and that emotion is going to stay with you for the rest of your fucking life. Once you get married once and you fuck that up, doesn't matter who you marry afterwards, most likely, most of the times, it never will work out. It's never going to be the same. Because you devote yourself to the first person, the second person, just like being a whore, man or woman. You know, people always want to say, oh, well, men, can be whores. Men don't need to be whores. I'm not a whore. I don't screw girls left and right and do all this crap because I don't care. I won't care because I don't care. I devoted my life in the way I devoted it. But people idealistically care about that stuff so much, especially younger people. You wonder why your life fucking sucks. Do you care about something that should be cared about? I see all these young women, a lot of young women. All they want is sex, 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 sex. They want to fuck everything in sight. And they get more miserable and more miserable. And then they want to complain about this misery. And I said, get in a relationship. I don't want to get in a relationship. Why? Because you know you're going to cheat. Because all you care about is sex. You don't care about the person itself. You have no respect for the man itself or for the woman if you're a man. Then guys like me, that I'm very righteous and that, I follow guidelines for a reason. I have honor in my guidelines and that. I don't care if a woman's bent over right in front of me with the nicest boobs and that. Everyone's going to think and deny it, but you're just lying. No, I will not go for it. I won't. I don't care if there's 100 gorgeous women bent over in front of me with the perfect of everything. I wouldn't care. I would unbend them, put clothes on them, and ask them how they're doing. That's a fucking man. No man will ever, most men nowadays cannot. Because we're not built in that way. We always want to think about the reproduction of it and that, but that's good. But that's what love is. Love is the reproduction of it. Not just put your dong in it. I can't stand it. I can't stand it at all. I had multiple women try to have sex with me. Multiple women at work. Like want to do stuff with me at work. I deny it. They get super fucking mad. They're like, in their mind, they're like, why does he deny it? I'm hot. My body's good looking at. I deny it because I don't want to be with your flesh. I want to be with you. The identity behind it is you. Sex is not important. If anyone thinks it's important, get it out of your head. It's not important. Internal dopamine. People always want to think about dopamine rushes. I don't like this dopamine that someone smiled at me. Everyone gets attention everywhere. Everywhere I go. I can walk, and I can always have someone look at me. If it's one person, have people honk horns at me. I just walk. Go to work. People talk to me. I'm getting affection. If you're most socialized, you're constantly getting affection from everyone. That's the problem is people are so stale-minded. They're like, first thing they'll say, I hate people. I'm like, so you hate yourself. That's the reason why you hate people, because you don't like yourself. If you love yourself, you love everybody else. See how it works? We're having a huge identity crisis with ourselves. We don't know who the fuck we are. It all comes back to this. When you're a child, my fucking wrist is fucked up from lifting. When you're a child, all you care about is entertainment and having fun, right? When you're a adult, people say, well, I'm an adult, I have to get a job. When you're a child, you like to work. I had a cashier in that. I was already practicing how to be customer service. What do I do now? Customer service. Every job's customer service. You're serving a customer. It's through, talking, lifting shit, building shit, carrying money, whatever it is. You're serving someone to make money. That's it. They put up little rules and guidelines. You follow that to make their business more productive. People go against that. Oh, well, I don't want to serve that. So, okay. What are you going to do? I'm gonna cry and complain and victimize the shit out of myself. Okay. Well, hard work leads to a better life. You want to shelter yourself and hate everybody else because you don't like yourself. So one of the things my assistant manager said, she said this multiple times that when me and her were actually a little closer than we are now. She said, "Why do you like me?" And I said, I always say the same thing over. I was like, "I'm not the most attractive woman." I said, "What do you mean attractive? What do you mean? That I'm too attractive for you?" And I was like, "I don't give a fuck. Why do I care about that?" I said, I had one of my ex friends, and we're still friends. I liked her now. I thought she was cool. I liked her, and she didn't want to date me. She said, "I'm not good enough for you." What the fuck do you even mean by that? I feel weird around you because I don't feel like I could be. I look weird with you, because you're tall and attractive, and she was, short and stubby or whatever the fuck it is. And she denied. I asked her out multiple times, and she denied it multiple times of that. All because she feels that she wasn't good enough for me. What the fuck is everyone's problem? I don't understand that. That to me, it's just like, if you're that neglected of your life and like my assistant is with a dude right now, but she's asking me this, saying that I'm more attractive than the dude that she's with, or whatever it might be. Kept asking me. Well, it's just, she, inside her mind, she was thinking what? At work that I talk to everyone. I talk to a lot of girls. If I'm interested, I flirt with them a little bit. Inside her mind, it's not women always seem to work. They all work the same way. It doesn't matter what anybody says. Women can say what they want to say. Men are just fucking stupid with this. All women are jealous of other women. 100%. 100%. If I talk to one woman and then go over and talk to another woman, that other woman is going to get jealous and she'll want to chase me and figure out why the interest is on that other woman. Vice versa. And it can turn to massive fucking jealousy, which can turn into hatred. They can start hating each other. And then what they all do is they all blame the man for it. It's like, whoa. I never say I want you or you. I'm just talking. I'm just saying, hey, how you doing that? That's what it is. And if it was an ugly, fat dude that was very unattractive looking at, they're going to be like, oh, I don't care about that. It's all because, dude lifts weights, he looks a little jacked, and he's got, a pretty smile and pretty eyes. Instantly have to be like, oh my God, all women work that. Top 5% men get majority of the women. They want, like, 99% of women want top 5% men. With attraction, like beauty and way their frame is and that, how the muscularity and that. It ain't even about the damn money. They actually don't care. Don't take care of a man like that. I'll see, women around my age, 34 and that, and they have careers in that. They make good money in that. They'll fuck me. They'll be like, I can take care of you. I'm like, I don't want to be taken care of. I'm good. They said to me multiple times, and it starts to get really confused. It's like, the player thing is real, the Chad thing is real. It's 100% real, and like you have to understand, there's certain constructs you have to go by. A lot of guys get very annoyed, like myself. It's like, dude, it's like, stop, fucking leave me alone. I want to be in a relationship. I can't. Never, never. It never happens. And these are the things that always seem to really hurt society a lot, is because of the bullshit. And society really transforms a lot when you have to deal with the bullshit. Get the fuck out of there. But that's always been the problem. It's the most stupidest thing in the world, and I dislike it so much. Because men that can't get that way, they get so fucking butthurt over it. They get a lot of girls attracted to you. I'm like, yeah, I do, but the thing is, I don't get women. I don't get relationships. Never. 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 Even the ugly girls that think that they're ugly and that, they just don't. They just won't. They refuse it too. It's stuck in a paradox. Nothing ever works, so it's like, people care so much about actual looks themselves that they refuse to care about anything else. The saddest thing ever is to be told, why do you like me? When you hang out with them, you give them affection, you hug them, you love them, you're all touchy towards each other and shit, affectionated over each other. And then at the end, it's just like, I'm not good enough for you. What do you mean by that? Fuck off. Like, it's just fucking massively fucking ignorant. And that's what happened with my assistant manager. We're hot and heavy at first, and it's all because I didn't give her the fucking D, basically. And she immediately just started, like, toning it down more and more and more. But every once in a while, when she gets tired of her man, which happened already, happened like about a week and a half ago, she drove out of her way to come. It was like 7 o'clock. It was like 7 o'clock. We were almost closed. She drove in because she was frustrated over her man that she claims that's her fucking man, but she wants my cock and balls in her, basically. And she like gives me a hug and that, we like talked and that, all stuff and that. And she's like, oh, it's like, I feel like that he doesn't like it. And I'm like, why are you even with him then? Because you're fucking stupid. Okay, so you're a fucking idiot. You're a moron, complete idiot, and you're using me as comfort. Like, whatever, I guess I must be. I guess I'll be a Chad. I'll be a fucking player. Fuck this shit. I can't get in relationships to save my life. It's pointless now. It doesn't matter how unattractive or how good looking a woman is. It never works. It's fucking stupid. Complain about, men complain about not getting women. I'm complaining about I get too much attention. I don't fucking like it. It's dull and annoying. I probably like at least 5 girls that come around. There's like 10 women come around my work in a week or 2 weeks period. Same women come around all the time for working them. Because they're just gonna car wash. No, they're not. They're gonna car wash, but the idea is that they want to keep on coming around. So anyway, she gave me a hug and that. She's like, oh, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, let's listen, whatever. And and I told her, like, test him, do something. If he doesn't respond to it, then don't be with him. Well, I shouldn't have to do that. Yeah, you do, because he doesn't fucking like you. I know how he doesn't like you. Me and her went to fucking movies together. We went on a fucking date together. She said it was a date. It's a fucking date. You know what he said? Go have fun. She tried her hardest to get her man to go with her. He refused, and then we went. Basically, the dude doesn't fucking care that you're basically cuddling with another dude that he knows that you're doing it because he knows your past. Any man that dates a woman that cheats on a man, they already know you're going to cheat. They already know you're going to fondle another dude. They already know you're going to grab another dude's dick. That's the whole point. We know. Especially older men. We know. Because you're weak. And the thing is, that's the difference between me and the dude that she's with. I'm trying to make her better. And I'm trying to see her life get better. And I tell her this. I told her this multiple times. I said, it's kind of funny. I've known you for only maybe like a couple months. We actually started hanging out the last couple months. And that. So I've done more for you than this dude's done for you in a year and a half. And that's funny, though. And I tell you, she dodges and ignores the shit out of it. She won't ever talk about it. She knows it's true. I said, that's kind of funny, though. You know, we went out grocery shopping and that. You know, I gave her an extra, like, I don't know, like $30, $40 for groceries. She has no food in her fucking house. Literally. Has barely any food in her house. She lives very light on food because she's trying to get herself. She's in a money situation now. She's dealing with some stuff. Okay. As a righteous man, I come to help you. Because that is the idea of a man to a woman, is to help that person. So, I learn how to save my money better, and I give her a little bit of money. I already have money on the side for her. Like a couple $100. And it's kind of funny, though. The dude that she's with doesn't do anything for her. I said, why is he not helping you? Paying for shit. He's your man. You keep saying your fucking man, your family, but that dude ain't doing nothing for you. I do for the kindness of my heart because I know that you need to get better. And that's the sacrifice I have to make. Most men will never do this. Most men will tell you to fuck off. You're just a horrible fucking person. You're a horrible woman, and you're say a horrible woman because you are a horrible woman because you're fucking hopeless. That's not how it works. Righteous people never will do that because there's no need for that. We sacrifice for the better good, period. So if I sacrifice, my sacrifice is, gives me glory. It makes me feel like it's something's actually doing something in my life. It doesn't matter to me. Wealth is only good for when it's need to be used for. Someone's suffering, you give them aid. So I give them aid. I give her aid. Very thankful of it. Yes, she is. Hella thankful of it. But she still doesn't know why. She doesn't know why. Why are you doing this? Because Lord Jesus is telling me. That's the problem. And this is the biggest thing of all humanity. If you want to say, what is the biggest thing in life that we should and always do as men is to sacrifice. That is our main job as men, is to sacrifice for the good of humanity. We forget that as men. We grow up like a bunch of fucking pussies, and we have no idea what a sacrifice is. Everything's given to us nowadays because of the way life is. So, the knowing how to sacrifice is emotional. We sacrifice our earnings. We sacrifice our strength because we have to give energy to make all that shit happen, especially emotionally. And these are one of the things that, some women definitely complain about. Why are men emotionally unavailable? It's like, what do you mean emotionally unavailable? What the fuck does that even mean? Well, you don't want to speak your emotions because it's not my job to give you emotions. I don't want you to know what I have to go through every day in my head. It's like, women want to say, I care. You can care. Yeah, you can care about me. By caring about me is to cook for me or to appreciate me more for the sacrifice that I make as a man to give to you so your life can be easier. I sacrifice my earnings to help out this woman in need. And she's learning that she has to work harder to feed her ends. So I give her knowledge, I give her currency, I give her food, I constantly take her out, and I don't want nothing in return. The only thing that she can think of is to give me sex, and I don't want it. Like, what else do I have to give? I was like, well, you're a woman. There's other things you can give other than spread your fucking legs. That's the biggest thing about women. Stop thinking sex is a fucking currency. It's not a currency. It's a sin for a reason to do that shit, and people want to do that stuff and that because they think it's currency. OnlyFans, porn stars, all that shit. Yeah, all those people are fucking miserable. And stop being materialistic too. It's good to buy stuff. You go into a person's house and you say they've been living in a house, and like, I've been living in this house for like 26 years. I have barely anything. I have little stuff in here from like 20 years ago, like pre-workout crap and, a couple of collector stuff and that, but I don't have a lot. I got, one, two, I got a couple TVs. All these things have been around for the last 10, 15 years. You go to a person's house that's materialistic, their shit's cluttered. It's like one person can live in an apartment. If I live in an apartment, my one room will be my room. Everywhere else wouldn't be a room. I wouldn't have anything. It'd be like pointless. Why? Oh, who cares? If emotional stuff is about materialistic. There's a lot of materialistic shit that does help, but the thing is, it's about your soul. It's about your love for yourself. So if you can walk outside and you can breathe in air and say, what a nice day today, and be chipper, people actually loathe that. They actually hate people that are happy. They do. They're like, why are you happy? It's like, why? Because you're rich. Greed. Why? Because you're in good shape. Why? Because, this and that, this. I always want to name all this stuff. And then I say, no, it's because I'm free. I am free to do as I please. Because I know the rules and guidelines. If you know the rules and guidelines of life, you already know. If you know how to be, no one else can harm you for being. Culture. This is why it's good to understand the words of Christ. And this is why people always go against him. Like, well, religion is blah, 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 blah. Understand the words that are given to you. Go against the grain, they say. Go against culture. Because true happiness doesn't come from the stuff you get in this world. It never does. It won't. People want to judge and judge. Doesn't matter what Hollywood says. Doesn't matter how fast your car is or how much pussy you get or how much dick you get as a woman and how much pussy you get as a man. None of that matters. Because a lot of it's an illusion. No one gets that. I got these kids, there's a lot of Middle Eastern kids around the area and that. They like driving these shitty ass fucking cars that they get from auctions and that. And they think they get women because they get a putt sound. They do that bullet shoot shit with their fucking exhaust. It sounds very annoying and fucking retarded. Their engine's gonna blow up. And they get nowhere in life. And you could tell them that. They're like, it's cool. I'm like, cool is not even the actual word that you're actually thinking of the meaning of. It's annoying and stupid. Okay? Most stupid shit is cool because people just enjoy stupid ass people. Who doesn't like making fun of dumb ass people? I make fun of these kids all the time and that. They drive by and they're like, oh, you're cool, bro. Thumbs up. You're like, yeah, I'm cool. Brum, 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 brum. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, cool. That's awesome. Where's your girlfriend at? Oh, I have one. Yeah, I'm sure you don't have one. Because, girl, you're looking at wants to suck my fucking dick, and you're driving around your car putting your fucking thing, and I don't want her to suck my dick and that because she's a fucking whore, because that's all they are. No, nowadays, at least for the most part. There's a lot of them out there. At least where I live at. And they go around and do what they need to do. Because we have these car meets and that. And there's always women there. Not a lot, just a little. But that's the funny thing is, there's only a couple. And the thing is, they're looking for men to have sex with. That's it. They go there, they drive fast cars and that. They're like, oh my God. And all these dudes are all perverted fucking losers that have a little bit of money and that. They can buy fancy cars and shit. And then the other way, they're just trying to sleep with young women. That's why they do that shit. And I hear about it because, a couple people that I know go to those things. It becomes really funny that. EBS games are just like laundry games are getting bad. Well, if you gotta think about it, gaming industry has been around since like the late 70s, when it started coming around that. Because these companies are getting too big and they're replacing the same thing over and over again. They always wanted to replace stuff in that. There's no new ideas out. Like Anthem, for instance. Anthem was a great idea. Anthem went down the shit. Still a great game. The game is fun. There's nothing to do in it. Anthem could have been big. Anthem could have been a top seller game. Everyone was waiting for free roam like that. It's, like Diablo, but with fucking Iron Man suits, basically. That's basically what it should have been. But they fucked that up. Anthem could have been great. Could have been fucking great. Like they keep on remaking these Diablos and that, blah, 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 and then they revamp Diablo 2 Resurrection. And Diablo 2 Resurrection was fucking popular as fuck for a long time. Destiny. That Destiny was great up front. Yeah, because Destiny was like one of the first like shooter looters in space. Because Borderlands kind of started off. Borderlands 1 on Xbox 360 was fucking great. Borderlands 2 was great too. And then when 3 hit, 3 did the whole space exploring thing, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I know what you're saying, that. Like, Borderlands 1 was fucking great. I love that game. Very good game. 2 was good too. The problem with 2 is that it got a little too difficult, and there was issues with the bad ranking, or the badass ranking. And then 3 kind of changed it to where you can just level up with the actual experience of leveling up with fucking bullshit. What was that? Yeah, 3 was when they started doing it. Yeah, well, pre-sequel did the whole, pre-sequel did the whole moon thing and that. But, 3 did the whole space exploration. And now they're coming out with 4. Very convenient, because 4 is coming out. The backlog's insane. I play the shit out of Borderlands 3. I play a lot of Borderlands 1. Multiplayer is very fun in those games. It's like playing Killing Floor. Multiplayer is really good in that, but Killing Floor is a whole new beast. Oh, man. Whew, I'm already dump ass. I was at work a little earlier than that, but my assistant manager was kind of boring now, so I had to come back home. Yeah, I'm about to blow ass. Why'd you come in? Yeah, she texted me. She said, why'd you come in, use the bathroom, and leave? Why are you asking me about what's going on? I don't know. I'm not even going to answer that because I have no idea what the fuck she's talking about. What'd you say? You're in college? Yeah, fuck college. If you're in college in a dorm room just to experience being a crazy like adult teenager, just to do the things you want to do, that's great, because that's what life is. Literally, that's what I do. I mean, don't get me wrong, I live with my parents and I do whatever I want to do. You build your life based upon your freedoms. Without rules or regulations. You can't make up your own rules and regulations when it comes down to lifestyles and that. Yeah, you start doing your own rules and shit, which is a good thing. Oh yeah, working's great. Because the idea that, so like I'm a customer service person now. I've always been customer service, for as long as I've been, working. You meet so many people, and the thing is, you meet a lot of fantastic, gorgeous women. Some of them are just gorgeous, not fantastic. But I'll tell you what, I meet so many fucking people everywhere. Man, I work on a fucking car wash. There's like 3 or 4 girls that come in, if not more. I mean, a lot of them are single mothers and that, because I'm older than that. A lot of these bitches are always have kids. One just broke up with their man. I've been talking to her and that. She wants to start talking to you more. It's like, okay. So I talked to her now. I'm like, she's like, I'm not in a relationship. Like, okay. I'm like, I said, so you want to date? Let's go ahead and let's go date and that. Let's go hang out and let's get food together and let's talk and that. And she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna come around more." You know, waiting for that. But the biggest idea is nowadays is so fucked up. Best thing to do is worry about your money. Relationships are dime on the dozen. I hate to say it though. It's just how it is. Worry about your money. Worry about your health. Worry about being physically fit first off, because there's nothing else to do in this life other than making money, exercising, getting fit, and then stop chasing women. If you stop chasing women and get in good shape and that, and get your shit together now, and worry about your financials and that, women always will come to you. Always. That's the biggest secret that all men need to know. Women chase high quality men. If you're focused on yourself and that, well, you always will have an enormous amount of attention. Now, it's just for attention purposes. Not saying you need to be a player and then put your dick in shit. Because then that just turns into a fucking disaster. And you gotta get, STD checkups and shit. No one has time for all that bullshit. Stay a dork. Staying a dork is being in good shape. Honestly, it works out. Because once you can do all that stuff and that, it's all about what your mind's focused on. You focus on something that. And another big thing is, women always want to say something. There's a 101 women's psychology. Women talk different than they act. Women act different than they talk. Women are very mischievous. What do you call it? Creatures. They'll talk and then act different. 100%. So, like most times when girls say like a man, they'll literally not talk to that man. They'll think about that man more than they talk because they're scared. Women are always scared of the dude that they normally like the most. They won't talk to him. It doesn't matter if they have their number or not. They'll be scared to talk to him because they'll think to themselves, it's normally immature ones that. Like my sister just texted me. She's like, "Why'd you come in? She said, why'd you use the bathroom and then leave?" And so I was there for like an hour, just sitting there. Like, why are you asking me? You didn't say hi to me. You said hi to me, but you weren't like trying to talk to me. That's why the fuck would I want to be there? Because we have a little bit of a past. I'm like, okay, bye. Don't care. So you need to lose some weight. Okay, it's the biggest thing about losing weight. I'll tell you this right now. Fasting. Okay, so if you fast, the less you eat, the more you lose to a certain extent. Yeah, so like gaining mass, so like gaining muscle is just like make sure you know how to lift weights. Lift consistently because your body is adjustable to everything. So if you lift consistently and learn how to notice muscle burn, that means that you're going to grow. If you maintain protein before and after a workout and before you go to bed, just say, you're going to gain mass. So think of sleeping as a level up. So whatever you do in the whole entire day before you close your eyes and go to bed is experience. So when you sleep, you level up from that experience and another day comes around, it's a new you. Every time you sleep, the next day it's a new you. You do not stay the same because you gain experience throughout your day. That's how you have to think about it. So you say if you work out and you get muscle burns, doesn't matter if you do it in the morning time or before you go to bed or whatever it is. As long as you get those muscle burns out and you feel like your muscles are sore and you maintain good amount of protein throughout your day. If you eat before workout, you eat like 25, 30 grams of protein. If you want to take, amino shake or whatever during your workout, cool, it'll help you recover slightly more. But you gotta make sure you work out intensive enough to where that muscle can be noticeable of like change. So you feel the burn, you feel that muscle hurting. The idea is when you feel that muscle hurting, your brain's gonna tell you it's gonna stimulate growth. So then you eat protein and you eat a little bit of carbs and that, you get your vitamins and whatever it is. You drink plenty of water. Next day, your muscles get slightly bigger. You start dropping weight. It's all part of the process of sleeping and waking up. If you're a complete dork, leveling up is from that. Experience is still experience. Whatever you learn, whatever you do during the whole day, if you can meet them expectations, why they say do 100 push-ups or do 100 squats or do 100 sit-ups every day. You know, that's what all these animes say, and One Punch Man, all this, because that's the honest truth about the human body. The more you do stuff in that without killing yourself, the more your body gets adapted to it. That's the whole point. You're supposed to be going through torment to get stronger as a man. That's why men grunt sometimes. They go through a lot of pain in that. Or they cuss in that, or they get really angry in that, because it sucks. But the thing is, you grow from that. Anything that hurts you without killing you is only going to make you stronger. Always. That's just the rule of thumb, period. So if you feel like you're not strong enough, it's not about lifting heavy weights. It's about lifting with content. Because you can't go from 1 to 100 and say, I'm gonna pick up 100-pound plate and lift it up above my head. The thing is, you have an injury meter. So when you get too much injury going on with your body will reject that weight. Your body will be like, whoa, slow down there, bro. You're an idiot. What the fuck are you doing? It happens a lot. It happened with me. Slow approaches. 10 to 15 reps. 3 to 4 sets. When you feel that muscle burn, you get all that blood in your muscle and that, and you can barely lift it, stop. Muscle growth you're not on steroids and that, and even with good genetics, you're still not going to grow that much more. It's about consistency. That's why bodyweight exercises are so good. Dude, it's not about the number, it's about the feeling. That is the biggest thing. When you do any type of body exercise, it's about the feeling. So if you feel that you're getting, after 10 push-ups and that, just say, and you feel like your muscles are hurting and you could do maybe 2 to 3 more, be done. That's it. You're instantly going to see growth the next day or the next couple of days. Slowly but surely, your body's going to start building that. As long as you produce enough aminos in your stomach from eating food and carbs and glycogen and that, so your body can actually grow, drink a lot of water and that, keep your water up and that, keep your sodiums up and that, because your electrolytes are very important for nerve production. Makes your nervous system work better and that. And glycogen and protein feed your muscles to grow and feed your muscles to be used. Jump rope? So if you're doing jump rope, so let's just say if you hop up and down on body weight and your calves are going to feel it, your legs are going to feel it, if you're doing 30 minutes of jump rope a day, I mean, here's what it is. If you're doing 30 minutes of jump rope a day, you should never be fat. Jump rope is the most consistent thing that anybody can do to drop weight is jump rope. That's why the humming sound of rope going around that humming sound through the air is actually a meditation, so that you can stay focused and not worry about how much pain you're in. That's why that hum, that constant drum beat, that's how they do it back in the old days. The drum beat, the battle drum beat, do, 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 do. Why they have that beat? Because it's a heartbeat. That heartbeat, and the more intense that beat gets, the more energetic a person gets. Same thing with jump rope. You do it slowly, and now you're like, oh, this is boring. If you pick up the speed, your heart rate has to pick up because you're hearing that. And eventually you'll get so fucking good at it, you go, you hear whistling sound, go, and you get into it because it's a beat. So there's music behind it. That's why it's good to listen to certain music and that. Now, people do all kinds of weird exercises in that. Basic push, pull, legs. 3 main exercises you have to do. Bench press, back pulls, and fucking squats. Any type of squat or leg press, any type of leg exercise that works out all of your legs. You can do individual stuff like you do shoulder raises, you can do bicep curls, and you can do tricep extensions. The other 3 ones you should do. Or you can do back pull machines or do back pulls, something to do with your back. Them are the main exercises them are the main movements you have to do to build muscle, period. And of course, you can do legs now. You want to do your calves and that because no one likes having tiny ass legs and that. I kind of have that a little bit, you know. My legs are not like super fucking huge because I really don't like having sweaty nuts and that, but max bench is 165. That doesn't matter about the bench. My max squat is 225. Yeah, maxes don't matter, bro. So if you look at the number scales of how like our bodies work, it's by energy usage. So if your muscles can handle, say, if you bench press 100 pounds 25 times, just to say, and you did really good form is key. So you really good form, you're actually tightening the muscles up when you do it. You go down, 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 3 seconds, 1 second up with bench. The control of it will build muscle. The weight of it only builds the nervous system ratio. Your muscles will get stronger, yes, but your nervous system gets stronger. It's the energy you're putting into that muscle. You're using a lot of glycogen doing that one time. I do not do maxes. Like my lat pull downs, I love lat pull downs. They're like my favorite. Yeah, I do 100 pounds. I did like 30 of them yesterday. Going on a roll. Trying to figure out like the best way to unite that lat on fire. Now my lats are actually growing. My back is getting bigger because of it. It's only 100 pounds. People say, well, 100 pounds is a lot. Yeah, 100 pounds is a lot, but like I only go to 100 pounds. I went to 140. It's too much weight. I can't feel it. I'm just like dragging it. My biceps start to kick in a little too much. And I start feeling my bicep. I don't want to feel my bicep. I want to feel it in my back. Same thing with back pulls. Back pulls are a little bit different though. Back pulls I could do 140 pounds and I got 10 of them in. But at 100, I could do 30 of them. So a 40-pound difference, I could do 3 times as much. And I feel it better. If I get up to 20, 25, I still feel it. And if I do it, the thing is about muscle building, it's about that relax time. So the lighter weight you do, you drop that weight really quick, go to 85 pounds, and you try to do it again, you're not going to get up to 20. You'll probably get up to 15. You're like, why is that? Because it's lighter weight. Because the rest in between it is what's making you be able to do more. Because your glycogen has to stay built up. And now your body absorbs glycogen as you use it. So if you go down to 80, that's what they call supersets. Supersets are the best thing to do. Because it's lighter weight. It's better for your joints and that. You don't have to fucking destroy yourself. And then I would do 85, try to do 20 times. And if I feel like I can do it, if I can't do it, I don't force myself. If that range of motion's not working for me, I'm dragging it, I don't do it. I don't do it. I can't. My body now, I just don't want to do it. You know, if it doesn't feel right, I refuse to do it. People go, oh, heavyweight. I see these little kids that are heavyweight. I'm doing over 100 pounds and they do like 180 and they're like, ooh, they're bulldogging it. Big ass fucking biceps and that because their biceps are normally the thing they engage with back. But that's not true because you shouldn't be engaging your bicep with back. Most people do 90% bicep forearms, then 10% back, and they're wondering why. Why my back not growing, bro? I see it all the time. Like your back ain't growing because you're doing too much weight. You're not activating that back muscle with that weight. It's like, well, but I can do a lot though. What are you feeling that's working? My bicep, that's the reason why. Now, eventually your biceps do kick in when your back gets tired, yes, but you have to try to look at it from that perspective. If your back's getting tired, I'd stop doing it. If your chest's getting tired now and you're fucking doing too much now and everything else is on fire beside your chest, then your chest is done. Stop doing it. So I'm not saying consistently. So think about, okay, what is the ideal body for all men? All men want to be a certain weight. So I'm 200 pounds right now. I'm 5'10 and a half, say 5'11, with shoes, maybe 5'11 and a half, almost 6 foot. I'm 200 pounds. I'm probably like 20% body fat. Say no, I'm about 20% body fat. You know, I look at my physique right now. I can tell that my back is getting bigger now. I can literally swing my lats forward, and I can see that my back has increased in thickness. That changes body composition a lot. But that's what you're trying to do as a man. You're trying to change the look of you. Being strong is great, but the thing is, you only be strong for a certain amount of time. And people always would say, well, you know, like you're talking about deadlifting that. Deadlifting 500 pounds and that. Cool. When the fuck you would deadlift 500 pounds in the real world? Never. No one cares. Yeah. All right. Like no one cares. Like I don't deadlift. I don't like deadlifting. I can, but I choose not to. I do more leg presses, and I do body weight squats. I do goblet squats and shit. But I don't want to have gigantic fucking legs. I hate having big legs because like my legs are toned. They get a little bit bigger than that, but I don't want them to get fucking huge. You start having walking problems and that, your fucking ass starts getting sweaty, and your balls get chapped and that. Fuck that. 2 meals instead of three. I mean, so like the whole body ratio is it's only when you work out is when you should eat a good amount of protein. That at least that's how I think about it. That like you can like if you fast for 6 hours and that because you're supposed to fast in the morning time anyway. You're not supposed to eat breakfast. Break fast. Breakfast is a internal bullshit thing that people throw down because they want you to not learn how to like you grow as you fast. Your growth hormones stay really high if you're fasting. If you wake up 6 in the morning, you work and you didn't eat till like 12 or 1 or 2. When you fast, your body's actually still to potentially growing because your growth hormones stay really fucking high. Things you're not feeling hungry. Why? Because your kidneys are creating, freaking what's it called? Ketones. Ketones is what actually draws in the fat and helps you lose weight because that certain body fat percentages that you're at, so to speak, is what terminates how much energy production you actually have. So if you're fucking overweight, you're 30% body fat, your energy production is going to be fucking less than someone that's at 20% body fat because your body has to understand all these toxins. That fat is a toxin. Now when you get too fat and that everything changes. Your whole body frame changes. Your whole body, your mind changes too. So if you drop to 25% body fat, you see a significant change. Your energy will be higher. Your mental willness will be higher. It's like I'm slimming down, trying to get to 10% body fat. Okay, I'm probably 15. I do not want to get below 10. Just to say, if I get at 12, I'd be great. But I don't care about the physique. I care about my health. If I look good, I fucking look good. Evidently, most people want to look good. Guys want to look good because they want to get pussy. I'll tell you what. That's the only reason why you want to look good. Stop right there. Slap yourself in the face. If you could kick yourself in the balls for me, because that's the stupidest fucking thing in the world. When you become a show off, naturally, women attract to that. If you're trying to show off by lifting heavy weights and acting like women give a fuck about it, it's like having a nice car and pressing that gas in neutral going brum, brum, brum. Women do not give a fuck about wannabe show-offs. You are a show-off. I am a show-off. I don't need you shit. I can walk, smile, and talk to a woman and be like, hey, how you doing? I go through the same routine over and over again with all women. I do not need to do all that show-off bullshit. Like run past them really fast. You'd be like, oh, she liked because I ran fast. Like kids do, like teenage boys do. Hey, I don't give a fuck. I don't even drive a fucking damn car. I really don't care. And I don't. Men get that idea in their head that they have to care about that. That's because you're stupid. That's it. If you become the man that is a man, so you become a boy, you become a man. All men all have the same responsibilities. They take care of themselves, they work really fucking damn hard, and they make sure that they're going to be able to survive the next day. So that's eating right, exercising, and making sure you get good sleep. That is all what men should care about. And then you're given a woman. Women will chase you around the world to be with a man like that because they know, well, you're probably going to be good in bed, first of all, because all women are ferociously fucking horny nowadays. Jeez, I know, not from like actually doing anything, but I just, the way they talk in that, they're always thinking about dick. They're so dickmatized, it's fucking ridiculous. And they know that. So, like, the best thing to do is try it out. If you're in college and that, if you see a good looking girl and that, the attraction of women. Let's talk about this. This is the biggest thing most men do not get. When women put on a lot of makeup and that, show off their tits and ass and that, they're insecure about themselves. So they have to show that off to attract men. That's how it works. They're not doing it because they are attractive. They're doing it because they're insecure about their attraction. What you do is you go up to that girl that has her tits all pushed out and that, and you talk to her. You give her affection. That's what they want. They want affection. You don't look at her boobs. You ignore all the sexual stuff. That's hard to say. You ignore all the sexual stuff. And what you do is you talk to them, well, like you talk to any other person, neutral. You talk to them, you get to know them and that, go through the whole personality stuff and that, what you like and that, blah, blah, blah. And then you ask them for their number. 9 times out of 10, most women that show off a lot of looks and that, that's what they want. They want someone to notice them. But men get really scared with that because they start looking at their appearance. Women do care about appearance and that, but women are also scared about guys like that. They want to think that you're a player because you're in good shape and that. And you say, yeah, if you want to think like that, yeah. I play girls' games. That's how you get women. Every man's a player. That's how it works. You play a woman's game to get them. And women normally have the same game too. It's cool, I definitely do more. Well, the strong man thing is a very popular thing nowadays. People want to be like Eddie Hall and, all these guys and that. Cool. But them guys are on huge amount of steroids and they're gigantic fucking people for a reason. About. Okay. I'm gonna get off actually. Yep. Probably gonna get off. I gotta do some shit. Anybody else? See you guys later tonight. You guys have a good one. Bye.